This is the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.
First I get 'em, and then I let 'em. Then I remix, rewind, then I wet 'em. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
What's up? Welcome to Madd Marv's Comedy Lounge. This is where the Trap Lounge is. I know y'all expected Madd Marv. Madd Marv had to go out of town on some take care of some business.
He's stuck in traffic right now.
Yeah,
He's on his way back from Phoenix.
Yeah, he had to go to court to clear up a matter.
Yeah, get an abstract for his license.
Yeah,
Phoenix was holding it up. I told him it was just an abstract. No, they said I got to pay $900. He had to drive all the way to fucking Phoenix to pay $10.
Well, I mean, but you know, sometimes your presence is required.
Hey, well, he handled his business. Yeah. I'm glad for him, man. So we go represent and get on with the matter of business as scheduled.
And that's very important because as I was taught growing up, is like that's the one valid piece of ID that's important is your driver's license.
Damn sure right.
I mean, because you can't get anything without a driver's license. You can't open up a checking, savings account. You can't go to if you don't have a checking, a savings account, and you working. You can't even get a job.
Yeah, they don't give you a job.
Without your license. So I mean, my props out to my man. Big ups, you know. Drive safe.
Take care of your business, man.
We holding it down, man. So
yeah, he done drove out there. You know, he bought him a car and shit. Took a chance.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got a big ass land yacht.
Oh, check him
he
out.
Got an excursion.
Oh, so he ready to get back on the road.
He can take the families, the neighbor, the dog, the goldfish.
Oh,
every motherfucking body camping.
So he ready to roll now.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. So big shots, man. Take your time, man. We holding it down. You know what today is, right, Faarooq?
You need to call in. Yeah, today is Taco, Titty, and Tequila Tuesday.
In that particular order, or we got to go with a tequila shot?
Well, I had
a titty and then eat a taco.
I seen some titties today. I drunk some tequila. I didn't get no tacos.
All right, so you got to work on that last.
I got 2 out of 3 though, so I'm staying positive.
That ain't bad though. You know, I'm 0 for 3 today. Didn't see no titties.
Go to Taco Bell after the show,
didn't get no
At least
tacos.
You can get you some tacos.
They didn't get no tequila shot, you know. But it's all good though. So welcome you all. My man Faarooq is to my left. I'm your host for the evening, Jeff Arnold. We got a great show lined up for you today. Back to school, kids. Back to school. I know parents are relieved. They happy. You got them kids out the house. All that. Don't you got young ones going to school?
Oh man, I got a 15-year-old, 12-year-old, my 18-year-old. She's going to college. My 19-year-old, you know, helped her move in her dorm. I'm so proud of her.
That's good, man.
She bought herself a car.
What school?
She's going to Cal State Dominguez.
All right, so she's going to get a bullshit-ass degree.
No, she gonna get a good degree. She's gonna get a good degree. Yeah, I know. Not in no goddamn motel management. I'm gonna tell her, no, get a real degree.
A degree is a good one, though, man.
Yeah, any degree is good to have. Education is important, no matter what you are educated in.
And this is her first year?
No, her second year.
Okay, cool.
So she's moving into her dorm and everything.
Oh, that's good, man. That's a good experience.
Yeah, I tell her I'm going to pop up on her ass Aspire when ain't no wild party. You know, I gave her a blender. I don't know if she making margaritas. Or,
you got a blender?
Yeah, a blender, icebox, you know, all that type of shit. You know, she feel good. But it's kind of sad because it's like, I don't see her no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She got her car. She's not there. She got her own little spot.
Yeah, that's that.
You know, I feel good.
Yeah, that you
it's a bittersweet situation, man.
I mean, you know, it's that empty nest syndrome.
Now, when the kids at the house go to school, they can't watch this. I'm going to ban them for this. I'm going to take an extra 2 hours in the morning to kick back and have personal parties because I'll be so glad to be by my damn self.
Yeah.
And the icebox go stay full because I eat like a whole goddamn varsity team, a football varsity team.
Yeah, because my son, he's starting his sophomore year at Cal State Northridge.
Yeah.
So and he came
It's
to
a
me
good
and he's
school.
like, because you always know at that age when they want something.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what's up,
They
Pops?
tone the voice. They
he
tone
like,
the voice
he
change.
get real smooth and shit with you, like, what's up, Pops? I like to hear in the beard, man. What's up?
Yeah.
That's a good look for you.
I always tell them, man, look, what do you want?
Exactly. Get right to the point.
Yeah.
I'm trying this year, man, because I stayed with moms last year and I stayed with you, I'm trying to, like, stay on campus. So I'm like, okay. He like, so, I need this amount down to put down for a deposit. I'm like, dude. But then my son always come back with the bullshit, though. He's like, well,
That's your son.
When you was in college, you stayed on campus. Ma, she stayed on campus.
Yeah, he want that full experience.
I want that experience myself. I don't want to stay with Ma this morning. I don't want to come stay with you. So I'm like, all right, man. So so that was another hustle.
Gotta be, man.
To come up with that, that down payment. So that's good, man.
But the good thing about it, Jeff, though, man, when your kids are pursuing, man, a higher degree of education, man. And,
it's a beautiful feeling.
They not with the turn up every night and all that other madness that a lot of young people get captivated by. If they try to pursue their education,
right,
we pretty much owe them everything that they need, man. And if not, then we might have to go back to selling dope or doing whatever we can to come up with some damn money.
Degree,
yeah, all of that. Because we got to come up with the money to give them what they want because they deserve it. Now, if you ain't doing shit, you want to lay around on my couch, eat up all my goddamn ice cream, drink my beer, eat, hit my weed box, have you sneak your girlfriends in and out my house, and you're not doing nothing,
that shit ain't happening.
Your ass gonna be sleeping in the park.
Exactly. Times have changed because, when I went to school, mom and dad, they give you $100. You can get a whole lot of shit with $100.
That's like 20 nowadays.
Yeah, you can get like jeans, T-shirts, underwear, and a few school supplies with $100 back in the day.
I had a little young customer, 12 years old, in my chair. His mama bring him in there. He's a fresh cat, right?
Right.
He like to stay fresh. He got new Jordans on, wearing his school shoes before time. He trying to mess him up a little bit because, his mama go buy him
a new pair. Yeah.
So I said, you ready to go back to school? He said, no. I said, why not? He said, because I don't have no true religion jeans. Now, these damn jeans cost $300 a pair.
Right.
He wants 7 pair. I said, man, you need to get you a damn job.
Exactly. That's where it's at now. Because, I'm so glad I don't have to go through that now. I'm so glad I don't have to go through that.
I'm so glad my son wear uniforms.
Yeah, my son, when he was in middle school, he wore a uniform. Yeah. So we didn't have to go through that.
My son's an athlete, so outside of that, he likes shorts and, sports gear, stuff like that.
Right, so that made it easy.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go through that. But it's like now I feel for these parents, man. It's like you got to come up with a whole lot. One T-shirt can run you like $100, $140.
You got to go to Phyllis. You got to go to them cheap ass spots, man.
And I see all these little these name brand stores that these celebrities have.
Yeah.
And they sharing these baseball hats, these T-shirts, like a baseball hat that this rapper that he makes is like $140. A baseball cap.
Never.
My
son's feet bigger than mine, so he gonna have to start getting the job of doing something. Cut grass, do something to pay for his own shoes. He's 12 years old and wears size 15 damn shoe. Can you believe that?
How tall is he?
He's about 5, close to 5'11", about 5'9", 5'10" now.
And he wears size 15?
Size 15,
you might as well
12
get him
years
some
old.
shoe boxes.
Yeah, well, I told him, man, I'm not whooping your ass like a kid no more. Your feet are bigger than mine, and I feel semi-intimidated, so I'm going to sock your ass.
Exactly.
Ain't no spanking with no belt or none of that. That's over.
I got to put his foot in some shoe boxes and just walk around or something.
He's a good kid, man. I just got to, be a little bit more attentive towards certain things, man, but he's a real good kid, man. He don't go to sleep till I come home.
That's cool then.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you help with the homework?
No, I don't help with none of that shit.
It'll be all fucked up.
It's my mamas and sisters and stuff like that, dude. Now, I'm the genius in the house. I'm very smart, but my thing is, if you are in the classroom, all summer long he been getting tutoring for math because math is his weaker subject.
Right.
So he gets a tutor. He get homework and math or whatever, his mother, the my so-called better half the time, and half the time, I don't need to say no more. She saw fit that he get tutoring, man, and I admire and respect her for that, because it's all about wanting the best and doing the best for your kids as far as them pursuing the education, because without an education, with this new election and how the demographics of our society going to be shaping these few years, if you don't have an education, you're going to need at least a bachelor's or associate's degree to work at a fast food place.
Yeah, that's pretty soon. And also, for you parents out there, this is 2016. It's time now, start allowing and letting your children to figure shit out.
Yeah.
It's about time. You got to let them figure shit out. Stop enabling them.
Let them bump their heads sometimes.
Yeah, stop, coming to their, renting
rescue,
their
playing save-a-home.
If they leave their homework at home, or they forget their cell phone, or they forget their athletic gear and all that, that's on them. Don't have to double back home and
drive yourself crazy.
Because he called from the school office that I forgot my homework. Can you bring it? Or I forgot my lunch. Let them figure that shit out now.
Yeah, you gotta show them by example and teach them accountability before responsibility, because as adults, you're only responsible for what you hold yourself accountable for. So accountability comes before responsibility.
Yeah, so that's the stage. Even with my niece, she's staying with me, and that's where we at now. It's like, my son and her, because we had to sit down, and I'm like, y'all at the age now where y'all got to figure shit out.
And y'all need some goddamn jobs to be paying for these damn bills and shit like that.
No, my niece is hustling. She works 2 jobs.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, she goes into that childlike mode.
When shit don't go her
when it's
way.
time to come and, pay them bills.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, I don't have all of the rent.
That went to getting their hair done, and hair costs a lot.
Yeah,
nails.
and I'm like, you can't shortchange me, because I got to pull what you don't have from resources.
Regardless.
Yeah, from resources that I don't have and all of that, So
and I got to do that regardless.
Regardless whether you there or not.
Now,
exactly.
Without you here, I'll be paying for less toilet paper and get less utilities. So
thank you.
Help me out.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, that's my, that's where I'm at with my son and my niece, is like, now, y'all got to figure shit out. You got to fall down. You got to, like you said, you got to bump your head, scrape your knees, scrape your elbows, get up. And like, if it's going to take you a minute, but you got to figure this shit out on your own.
Yeah, because sometimes as a parent, what you don't do for your kids might, and later on in their life, might weigh out to be more important than what you do for them. Because you want to kind of guide your kids, but you want to help your kids to be self-sufficient. So certain things you want to see where they stand at, how they feel things, but you want to listen to how they approach to their circumstances is going to be, and you just want to sit on the sidelines and kind of assist them and coach them through things. If you want to do everything for them, then you are enabling them, and you don't make productive people when they are grown.
Right,
they be asking you for shit when they 45 and 50.
Exactly, because they don't know how to problem solve.
Them, their girl, and their kids will be living in your house.
Exactly. They got to problem solve. They got to figure that shit out for themselves and make it work the best way to their knowledge, how they going to do it. So that's what parents, that's the advice, I'm giving you. You can take it, you can leave it, but, let your child, let your kids figure this shit out. You can guide them, you can help them out, but, let them, fall and,
That's how they learn coping skills.
It's going to be all right.
But
it's going to be all right.
All the kids that do what's right, I'm proud of y'all. I know y'all don't want to go back to school, but what the hell. It's time to get out, quit eating every goddamn thing up in the ice pot. Summer's over with, kids. Get used to it. So all parents that do whatever it takes and provide whatever their kids need, and the real parents, you deserve a break. They should deserve this parent holiday or parent day, like back to school week.
Right.
When the kids go to school, they need to make that a national holiday for parents, because they get a break. Me and my girl can probably go out to a restaurant and have some tea, or breakfast in bed, or home alone, and all of that while the kids is gone, because it's gonna be a peaceful time for me.
Do you believe in homework? Because I've been reading. I've been reading across the Twitter board, like a lot of teachers across the country, like in social studies, English. They've canceled homework for the whole year.
Well, they can
Already.
cancel homework. Homework is homework. So your ass go have work in my home, whether the school say it's okay or not.
So in your home, because that's how I had it in my household too. You know, regardless if my son had homework or not, he had to come home. He had, you know, after we got through with the basketball and all that, if he didn't have homework, then he had to read for at least an hour.
Yeah, dictionary, thesaurus. And what I do to try to help my kids shape and form their views on the world, like on Saturdays and Sundays on the weekend, you got to read an hour, something. I don't care what it is.
Right.
Magazine, newspaper, whatever. But deeper than that, 6 o'clock's come on. You go watch the 6 o'clock news. Then I need an essay on the news that you watch in the world.
That's old school.
You know?
That's what my pops
Yeah,
used to
because
do.
I don't care about the school. People need to teach their kids
That's old
at
school,
home.
yeah. Oh.
You are preparing a better student at school. At school, they can work with you to prepare your child to be a better, productive citizen. Now, if you don't teach your kids shit, what makes you think that these people that don't even know you or know your kid are interested in teaching your kids at school?
Exactly.
So be proactive as a parent by being their first teacher and their constant teacher. You should take a time to teach your kids every day. Like when my kids come at me with some bullshit they done got up from the streets of their mind, I always take that as an opportunity and I always tell them, because this is shit they gonna remember. I say, this is a teachable moment.
Exactly.
Don't never forget what I'm about to tell you.
Exactly.
And then I'll go and display the lesson that's involved in the situation that we're both are in. This is why, as a father, it's important to be around your kids, okay? Don't use the fact that you broke, you don't have no job and no money, not to be a father, okay? Because whether you have money or not, your presence is more important than anything that you can monetarily give your kid. So be presence in your kid's life.
But there's so much shit you can do for free out there. I found that out, you know. So, you know, I do.
Especially
agree with
now,
you.
schools going back. Certain museums are open on Sundays for free.
Yeah.
You know, you got a lot of things that are parent and kid friendly that you can do that is cost efficient or for free with your kids to teach them something. And it's a good experience for them that they can remember you by.
There you go. So if you want, you know, any parents out there want to chime in on this, please hit us up at 323-293-3375.
And Marv, you need to call too, man. Marv, wherever your ass is at on that highway,
yeah.
call. You know the number, so call.
323-293-3375. So so that's a good thing for you know, school back. We're gonna move on to another topic, man. That seems to be going around right now. It's like the online dating. I mean, it's like getting out of hand now.
That's high-tech tricking and prostitution solicitation. And it's very dangerous. You know, before the internet, John can pull up to a prostitute and say, hey, how much is it? And she say, oh, you want a date? And jump in the car and they can, you know, make whoopee and be good. Or either he can get robbed or she can get killed or anything, you know.
Because it was old school because
Yeah.
the prostitute used to set the John up and tell him, well, meet me in the room.
Yeah.
In an old motel room. And then the John go up in there.
But they got technology now.
Yeah, so I
they
mean-
can set them up and get away easy.
So like is a particular case that just happened in Central Florida. A young handsome brother, you know, 27 years old. He met a 18-year-old young lady online.
You want to call her a young lady? You really gonna give her that title?
I mean, well, you know, yeah, she was ratchet for what she did. So
You're a nice guy.
so they went out on a
Thought
date.
you was a pimp.
No, so they went out on a date and they had a good time. So my man invited her back to her, you know, to his crib. So I guess he's single, you know, single pops, you know, he kicking it. He got that lifestyle, you know, the flat screens and all that shit. So I guess she, you know, all, you know, about that. So she goes back and she tells 3 other knucklehead motherfuckers, you know, dude, he balling. So then she like go back the next night and they set him up. And out of all of that, she get paid $50.
Yeah, well, she was a hoe and she shouldn't have got paid that. But did they catch him?
Yeah, they caught the guys.
Did they catch her?
Yeah, they caught her.
Well, she need to get 100 years for that.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it was 3 guys that set them, you know, that did it, that perpetrated the crime. You know,
But she
two
set
26,
everything
yeah,
up.
2 26-year-olds
She
and
was
a 31
She
year.
was the key to get this door.
Oh, she was the mastermind.
So
She was the mastermind.
She need to pay dearly for that.
So how do you feel about online dating?
I don't trust online dating because you don't even know. I mean, you got these.
It's so much bullshit though.
You got people from the quote unquote. I call them keyword community. It might be some transgender man trying to get you to date him to put some pictures up there of Beyonce or a nice looking woman, and you go for it.
Yeah.
So my thing is, technology, has its benefits, but when it comes to certain things, we need to strictly keep it old fashioned, because when you meet a woman or you see a sister in person or whatever, or bump into her at the liquor store, or maybe bump heads with her, you know what I'm saying?
Coming out the liquor store, going in.
Either or.
Or
Either, you might meet her at the laundromat or just simple places like that. That is what really keeps the intrigueness about relationships or dating going. Now, me, I'm too old to date. And to me, dating sound like some trick shit. Because that's what prostitutes say, do you want to date? So I don't believe in dating. But if you like a lady and, you think she's worth something and she has stock in her and value to her, I think you should take her out and show a nice time as a man. Because in this world, a lot of women, and particularly sisters, are getting the wrong concept of what a man should be. We as men don't understand what a lot of these females have went through as a child. A lot of these sisters have been sexually molested. They have been beaten.
No fathers in their life. They have been
abandoned by their fathers. So it's a lot that the black women go through. So I'm asking our brothers out there that still love black women to be especially kind of like sensitive and attentive towards these sisters that you're dealing with. Don't be so focused on how big her ass is and how pretty her smile is. I mean, really ask her questions about being concerned about, certain things that she think about and her fears in order to quell them, okay? Because at this day and time, the black woman and the black man are totally disengaged from each other and disenfranchised. And that we living in a time where we need to embrace each other more. Okay, we need to spread more black love, and that starts between the black man and the black woman. Okay, it don't start with just the community. We have to learn how to treat each other properly in this day and time. As a man, I should be a gentleman and respect your majesty, being the queen of the universe. But you also have to respect me of being the true and living God of your life. Now, what I mean is
so have
God.
You put all this down in your profile?
Huh?
On online dating?
No, this ain't my profile, man. This is just my spill right here. As far as spreading black love and the spirituality of God himself. See, the black man and the black woman are equal. The black man is no better or greater than the black woman, and she's no greater and better than the black man. We are equal. We are first and second persons of the God by which we should serve. Okay, so materialism and all this other bullshit has got us separated from each other, and people, we need to stop doing that. Let's get back to true values. Number one value is respect and honor. We need to respect and honor each other more, instead of looking at each other as a cheap thrill or dollar bill. That's what we think. Oh, yeah, can he do it good? Or how much money he got?
That's where we are now. I mean, even going back to the full thing.
So it's a pimp and hoe situation, man, and they don't even understand the principles of that. Because right now, in relationships, as far as black people concerned, the pimp and the hoe got it together. Regular square people living in the square world, they are out of this world when it comes to what the basis of the relationship is. And this is what we need to get back is the true values to display the example of black love to the youth.
And that's your point of it?
Yeah, that's my point of it, man. Rest in peace to King Cali. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that brother.
He had a demise this weekend, man.
At a pool party.
That's just another example of black hatred. A young up and coming star that was had an untimely death. I kind of felt something about it.
Yeah, he was.
He was a young father, 20-something years old, real successful.
And he was gunned down at a pool party, right?
Yeah, at his own pool party.
See, man, that's
in broad daylight by a nigga that was never caught.
And somebody know that person.
Yeah.
Somebody knows that person.
Yeah.
I mean, but then you go back to that code of the streets. Well, I ain't going to be a snitch.
Well, the code of the streets is finna change right now.
You know,
because I know a group of brothers, man, that mean well for the community, and if you out in these streets doing wrong, they go find your ass and erase your ass from history. It ain't got nothing to do with the law. It don't have nothing to do with the God or whatever. What it has something to do with the protection of the foundation of our existence, which is the woman. If the woman is not allowed to be free and safe in environment, then the fear that she has is embodied in the child that she gave birth to. If she's pregnant and she don't feel safe, if she don't have the right diet, if she don't have the right guidance, all of that would affect the child that she give birth to. Now, I say that to say this. What if Mary, the mother of Jesus, was in the situation that the average young black woman is in today? Then he would not have elevated to be the great man that history knows him by. Same thing. I was listening to some inserts of Farrakhan this morning, and he was saying how he survived. His mother attempted to abort him 3 times. She tried to kill him. Now, to me, he's a great person. You might not agree with his philosophy or not, but time and history will prove this man and what he embraced to be a very great human being and humanitarian
right
throughout every inch of the planet. But if she had been successful aborting him, then you would not have this brother who inspires young black people. Because, see, this is what's happening. A lot of older people like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and a lot of people from the civil rights generation, they are disenfranchising what's going on right now with the youth. This is why the youth don't want to really listen to a lot of things a lot of older people have to say.
Well, they done with the marching segment of it. You know?
Yeah,
It's
they
like
just they don't care about their own life, so they suicidal. They don't mind shooting and killing people, and they don't mind dying. But respect is at its all-time low, and respect connects and intertwines and quells any qualms that you have with any people. And respect comes from having a comprehensive knowledge or study other people's culture or background. Now, if you don't understand the inner city life in LA, you don't understand it in Chicago, you don't understand it in Detroit or New York or Newark, New Jersey or Baltimore.
But we still responsible for a lot of that goes on in our community.
Yeah, but we have to be more responsible. See, you could be responsible for adding to the bullshit, or you could
that's
be,
what we are.
Yeah, but you could be responsible for handling things like our predecessors did. Like, I'm a barber. I see more women having conversations in the barbershop nowadays than men. When I was coming up, women had dropped their sons off and keep going. There were men speaking, telling young men, the importance of respect, how they carry themselves, the respect of grooming, and helping these young men with problems that a lot of these mentally, socially, and sexually confused young males have. See, you are not a man because you are of age. You are a man because of the maturity of your mind. Like the word mentality. The word mentality means that your mentality, your mental perspective. Yeah.
Okay, mentality.
Thank you, but it's still man to man.
Okay, all right.
Okay, the point. Thank you, Jeff.
No, I was just saying.
See what a motherfucking degree gets you. But this shit wouldn't have did shit as far as motel management. But thank you, Mr. Motherfucking Educated.
I was just waiting. That was about the
look. Since Jeff is educated, let me prove my point, folks. Jeff is educated. I want to ask you something right now.
Go
since
ahead,
you were so educated. You was good in what they call that. Let me think of the word first.
All right.
The word is geography.
Okay.
Where you get in geography?
I mean, I know how to get around. I know, north,
so you
south.
know it's about mapping.
Yeah, north, south, east, west, yeah.
Okay, now watch this smooth thing, y'all. So if you good at geography, I want you to tell me the biggest state of the United States. By mileage, what is the biggest state of the United States?
It has to be Texas.
No, it's not. See, he don't know shit.
What is it?
Okay, listen to the word. I said the biggest state of the United States, not the biggest state in the United States. Now, the biggest state of the United States is Alaska. Google it.
Okay, all right.
See,
They outside.
so he,
No, because it's outside of the United.
but it's still a part of the United States.
Okay.
They vote for the election.
Right, and then so is Samoa, all of that.
Yeah, I know,
Puerto
but I
Rico.
said the biggest state.
Okay, so your point is what?
My point is you are educated, but you ain't get goddamn smart like you think you are because you would have nailed that.
Okay,
Now,
trick question.
No, it wasn't a trick question.
Yeah, it was.
It was a question for an educated man, and you proved to be educatedly.
No. So you Google something.
No, I didn't Google it. No, this is shit. This is shit I've been knowing since the 6th grade.
Nah. You Googled that today.
No, I didn't Google that.
Yeah, you did.
I had
that tequila
no, it ain't the tequila talking. He's just mad because he's wrong.
I ain't mad.
I had a divine teacher.
You proclaimed that I was smart.
I had a divine teacher by the name of Miss Turner that taught us a lot of things in the 6th grade. See, I remember these people that I believe God came into my life to teach me things. Miss Turner, if you out there or not, if your kids is out there, I love you for taking that time to really educate us instead of indoctrinate us.
All right, and on that note, being indoctrinated, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, a quick break.
And we need some callers.
All right, please hit us up at 323-293-3375. All right, we'll be back.
First I hit 'em, and then I let 'em. Then I remix, rewind, then I wet 'em. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. First I hit 'em, and then I let 'em. Then I remix, rewind, then I wet 'em.
You need to be on some R. Kelly shit.
Who?
Usher.
But they had to join out together, you know.
Yeah, but he need to
Dating the
step
same
up
girl.
to that level, man. All that you still trying to, be with the turn-up generation. You in the music industry,
But he found his lane though.
but you're an old man now, Usher. You need to make.
But he's still in his lane though.
Okay, Jeff.
So he getting his thing. So as long as you find your lane, that's what you should do. Stay in your lane. You ain't gotta, switch lanes and get in somebody else's lane. If you got the lane all to yourself and you got that lane sold up.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if you are a kid singing ABCs and nursery rhymes, when you're adult, do adult things.
Okay. All right.
That's all I'm saying, man. It's time for a lot of people to grow up, and it's just all about evolving in maturity, man. That's it, man.
All right. All right.
Quit wearing jeans and all this so fancy shit on stage. Get you some suits, brother. I see you in suits sometime, man. You in that age bracket, man. Be distinguished.
So I shouldn't wear shorts?
No, we can do what the fuck we want to do. But when you go to the right place, Jeff, I know I done seen you sharp than the motherfucker, man.
It took me a while to get there though.
It
took me a while to get that.
Jeff wear cufflinks and shit,
But it took me a
collar
while to
pins.
get that.
See,
I like
people
to
don't
dress
know
accordingly.
Yeah,
and,
people don't know you have collar pins. Certain shirts you put collar pins in there inside the sleeve of the collar to lay your shit flat. It's like weights, and your shit stay flat. See, I seen Jeff with that shit on, and he
got
had
the monogram
cufflinks.
shirts with the the
cufflinks
initials
and shit
on the cuffs.
That's what I'm talking about.
I get my suits tailor made, but sometimes I like to dress accordingly
Yeah.
on how the situation is.
It is.
I mean, it took me a while to get there. I mean, because Robin Harris once told me, it's like, your talent is going to get you in any place. So you ain't got to worry about your dress code. So I used to go to a lot of places back in the day when it was hot and it was fashionable. I used to go in sweatsuits. I used to go in shorts. When
But you
cats
just
was
a
coming
cool
in,
nigga. You an athlete, man.
when cats was coming in suited and booted and all that.
You're a star practice player for UNLV, so you're an athlete,
But
man.
a motherfucker that didn't know what was the biggest state outside the state of the United States, motherfucker. All right, so our next topic is your boy. He's appealing and appeasing to the black voters. He already came out and said, what the hell do you have to lose? Take that chance, vote with me. My message to Donald Trump is bring your ass to a black community and see what the fuck is really going on. Because the other day, you sat there for 49 minutes and you talked about the state and condition of black people to a vast majority white audience. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't appeal to black voters. So now with that message that he said, now he's attracting black voters. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about that?
He got some reverend that
Reverend Scott.
Yeah, that supported him. And my thing is, whether black, white, or whatever, man, you got to really do the character research of these people, man, to see who's more trustworthy. Now, to me, I think that an asshole is trustworthy because you can trust that he's going to be an asshole at all times. Now, a soothsayer, somebody that's always telling you good, your problem should be for them, even if you buy into what they telling you is, are they really going to make good on what they say?
No.
Now, to me,
no.
Hillary or Donald Trump are not for us, my people.
None of them are.
We need to be for ourselves. Once we come together collectively for ourselves, then we can force either one of these candidates to promote and propagate things that benefit us. But if we're not doing that for ourselves, then it don't matter who we vote for. We just shifted like flour or sugar through a shifter or sand in the hourglass. It doesn't matter. If we're not standing together on one way or another, then it don't matter who's in the White House. We still as a whole will never benefit.
Yeah, so so my message to him is like, you should come check out a black community instead of sitting up there in front of an all-white audience and talking about the state and condition.
I would think he needs to do that because, see...
And do you think he
deceptive-ass Hillary, that's what she knows. She go on TV because she know how important a black is. She go give a black girl candy. Or you might see her in a hair salon.
Carrying hot sauce in her purse.
Yeah, braiding a black girl's hair, or eating some chitlins or maybe some fried chicken or, at a hood barbecue. You might even see Hillary Clinton and a nigga in L.A. in 3 wheel motions in the 6'4" to get that black vote. But when she get in the office, our dilemma should be is she's really going to deliver on her promise to us, which I know most certain she won't. Okay.
Once you vote them in, they don't know you. Once they get their vote, they can't do shit for you.
Look at Obama.
Was you really expecting him to do something?
No, I didn't. I knew he said he was changed or whatever.
Now, how do you feel about him going to Louisiana today? Because I think what's happening in Louisiana is a tragedy. It's like nobody's really, talking about it. They hit with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's constantly torrential rains down there.
Yeah, but see, this is how I look at this. A lot of people consider, the weather and certain things being an act of God. Like a tree fell across the street, hit the little light pole, concrete light pole in front of my house, and it hit the house and messed up the porch. They said it was an act of God, so the city didn't pay me for that. Now, when we talk about Louisiana and all the weather and the atrocities they went through, the first thing that I would like to say is this: go in a detail about what goes on down there. You have a lot of foul things going on down there. You have a lot of black people who are into just diabolical and abominable things down there. So I look at that as a universe's way of showing people their karma. Now, should the government help? Yes, quite certainly. But I think that by the elements...
Do you think Obama should have cut his vacation short to go down there?
I don't think that. I just think that I know for certain that Obama was least concerned about that. Okay, he's not concerned about that. Obama ain't concerned about shit. He just trying to hurry up and ride it out and get the fuck out the White House because there's too much shit going on in the world and in America in particular. The man here is damn near Snow White in 8 years. Okay, he's tired of it. He want to go on a vacation, man.
Yeah, so so Trump went there like 5 days ago to show him up. And got on there, had a press conference, said, Obama has to cut his vacation short. He should be here. And then he helped out for 49 seconds.
Yeah.
And it was more or less, to me, it was more of a photo op.
Well, think about it. He's campaigning.
Yeah.
So he's trying to promote him getting in the White House so he can fuck over us for 4 to 8 years, too. So that's the same thing. But the thing is, man, you know, in our country, this is what we got to realize, that anybody in the Oval Office, Oval.
All right.
Oh, not ovaries, not the ovary office, but the Oval Office. You know, and anybody that is the president of the United States hands are pretty much tied, because it is special interest group, and in particularly international bankers, and more specifically the House of Rothschild, under the skies of Henry Kissinger, that runs this country. So no matter what your ideas are and what you want to do for the people, once your ass gets selected, and to us we call it elected, once you get in office, you go do what these people tell you to do. They already have an agenda for you.
Exactly. This is how the world is going to go.
Okay, so I'm not a faulting Obama for anything, you know, whether he had good intentions or not. He did what he was ordered and to do, and what was structured and designed for him to do. Okay, so any favor that he may have did people, that the hands is tied. What we need to do is, first, like I tell people, please take the time to study all articles of the Constitution. If you are an American citizen and the Constitution is not important to you, then you forfeit your rights in this country, and your rights will be violated, and that's the way that it is.
All right, so we got a call on the line. Call it.
Yes, how are you guys doing? John Murray.
John who?
And Mr. Faarooq.
How you doing?
John.
Who is this?
This is Seymour, and I was just
What's
listening.
up, Seymour? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I have to call the Man Show on Friday. I have to ask Mr. Faarooq a question.
Okay, go ahead.
You just made a statement about Louisiana.
Yeah.
And I'm a native of Louisiana.
That's good. I got family from there, too.
What things are you talking about that black people are doing?
Okay, for one, sister, if you're from Louisiana, especially in the small towns, you have a lot of young sisters in the small towns that have been molested by their own fathers and uncles. You have a lot of brothers in Louisiana, what they don't promote on national TV, that are killing each other in an alarming rate. Okay, and when you think about the whole entire history of Louisiana, okay, they used to have what's called miscegenation, which all young white men from different places will come to Louisiana during springtime out of college and school, and literally have open seasons to rape black women. Okay, so out of that comes a whole group of people that they call Cajun or Creole. Now, what I'm saying is this, sister, God knows everything, okay? Just like the unseen crimes that was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah, when God saw fit that it was time to get people's intentions and wake them up, that's what he did. Now, not only to make my point about Louisiana, during the flood, which to me was an act of God and man, but on the man part, the federal government came and basically...
When they built the levees?
Yeah, no, they loosened the levees up purposely because they had already forecast this storm and flood coming. Now, they flooded this whole area in order to get our people out of this area, which is still, if you go back to your town, you still got abandoned houses and whole areas with 5, 10, 15, 20 mileage that have not been restored, or no government funding has came to happen. But you have private companies to buy up this land, and they want to make new casinos and everything there. Now, the point that I'm trying to make is this: everywhere that dispersed our people, like even in the where the Saints play at, the dome that they just tore down, you had murder and a rape of kids and women in there. Okay, at a time of need and despair, men should take a special interest in the woman, because women to me is more important in a man than a man is to a woman. A man is on the agenda. The woman is the creator. So if you don't protect and respect your woman, then I cannot consider you be a man, but I can consider you to be a beast. Okay, now, a lot of people in Louisiana have a lot of type of defects in their character. I'm not saying all, sister. You know.
Well, okay, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I'm not saying all because you from there. I got family there. But a lot of people, when they say you don't want to piss the woman off from Louisiana, is because the craziness and the violence that run in your veins comes from what you have been adapted to by your ancestors.
Wait a minute, hold up. Now, Seymour, what part of Louisiana you from?
I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana.
All right,
so
so
I'm from
that's
North
a good
Louisiana.
part.
Okay, so you
That's
want to
a good
respond?
part.
You want to respond?
And I love
to what
you
he
for
said?
that. My grandson's
was
mother is from
concerned.
Shreveport.
Okay, I was concerned that he was trying to imply, like, voodoo or witchcraft or something like that.
They got
So
that going on too, though. But see, I look at that as energy, and
that's not everybody from Louisiana.
No,
that's not all black people in Louisiana either. So
that's
my
everybody.
purpose of calling in.
Okay, now I'm glad you called in, sister. But this is my resolve to that. Okay, voodoo only means a transfer of energy. Okay, that's what it means when you study the principle. But even on the darker side, you have a lot of vindictive people that does that down there. Now, whether you white, black, or in between mulatto, most people in Louisiana, whether they white, black, Indian, French, or whatever, are pretty much close related in genetics than anybody else in America. Now, I'm not trying to compare people towards dogs, but when you inbreed dogs, you see in
Wait a minute.
Listen, I'm just telling you for what I know because I breed a dog. When you inbreed dogs, they have a defect in their character. Like me, I love people, period. And I'm not saying you from that stock. What I'm saying is I have family members down there. Okay, and what I have seen.
Now, is your family members from that stock?
Some of them are.
Okay.
I got fucked up people in my family.
What part of Louisiana? What part of
my family are from Shreveport, Baton Rouge, and I have people in New Orleans too.
Right.
New Orleans is the worst city. When I went down there to Louisiana, I'm just telling
New
you.
Orleans.
Well, so what? I'm not talking about her.
So
your mama's probably a trooper and a soldier.
Yes.
Okay. What I'm saying is that the worst that I see of the people from Louisiana is in New Orleans because that's the biggest city. Now, the best that I see of the people are in Shreveport. Okay. My son went down there to Grambling.
Okay.
Ain't
That's where I graduated from.
Okay,
I'm actually a Gremlinite.
And the thing is, they're very decent people everywhere on the planet. But I'm talking about the people that give certain city and places the worst of the reputation. I got family from the Chi-Town. You probably know my family member. I got a large family down there. Their last name is Shields. Like the sister that won the Olympic gold medal. That's my cousin.
All right.
Okay. But the point that I'm trying to make is the very few that cause ruckus represents the whole, because us as black people get misrepresented by the very few of us that involve themselves in negative activity.
All right, so we're going to, okay, Seymour, you want to chime in on that?
Well, I just want to say, molestation and all of that he mentioned earlier when he was talking about Louisiana. It's not just in Louisiana. And I just, like I said, I was concerned that he was trying to imply that there was some voodoo or something like that going on.
I never mentioned that, sister. You brought that.
Or whatever. But I know I'm just saying that's why I called in to clarify, because you didn't specify what would you like down in Louisiana. The black people are doing some things. And I'm just saying my purpose is it's not all black people.
In Haiti also, they practice that same art, right? And for some reason, I'm just saying in Haiti, voodoo was in Haiti before it was in Louisiana. But what I'm saying, since you mentioned and you assumed that I was talking about voodoo, which I wasn't, but it's pretty...
No, I didn't assume. I just wanted to call to find out what you meant.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about, like, after the flood, where all the people from Louisiana went to, certain states were saying that they wanted the people from Louisiana out of there because crime and other thing has risen. Now, me, myself, I don't try to place the blame on all people. When you are disenfranchised and displaced, you kick into survival mode, okay?
Correct.
That's in any place,
that's any human being.
Right.
But what I'm saying is this, okay? If you are proud people, if you are a person that leans towards your God senses, meaning the highest resources of the best that you can be, then you don't get put in that category no matter where you from, okay? But what I'm saying is this. You'll get your damn throat cut in Louisiana very, very fast. Now, I'm from L.A. You might get shot over nothing out here, but a person will slit your throat and do some shit unspeakable to you down there in Louisiana. They'll find your ass down there in the swamps getting ate by alligators.
All righty. Well, I've been here. I've been in Louisiana Well, I'm in Texas now, and actually a lot of people who were
You in Houston, Beaumont, or Port Arthur?
I'm right outside of Houston in Pasadena, Texas.
I love it.
But I was saying Houston was complaining about a lot of the evacuees that came from New Orleans after the hurricane and everything
Katrina,
like that.
yes. Yep.
So there was some complaints here in Houston and everything, but I just wanted to, it's good and bad everywhere. It has nothing to do with whether you're from Louisiana or whatever. It is a different place. It's the only state in the United States that has parishes versus counties, and there's a lot of, different cultures and everything that's been influenced in Louisiana, but there are a lot of great, good people, highly educated, and gifted people there as well. So I just didn't want it to just sound so negative.
No, I would never say that, sis. I mean, God's people is everywhere. But what I directed my statement towards is specifically talking about those very few that are bad. Just like
the bad element,
Yeah, well, the thing is this, okay? When you have people that don't see what they're doing is wrong, that's something different. Like, for instance, okay, talking about inbreeding.
Thank you for the call anyway, Seymour.
Yeah, or either being a product of rape, okay? When I specifically deal with people that got different color eyes, man, you got to watch these people, man, because they're not really responsible for their own actions, man.
So somebody with different set of eyes, you say they from
they are
an incestuous relationship, they would molested?
They just think different, okay? Or they could be a product of rape. When you have a slave master.
And you get all that from somebody's eyes?
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that you have physical attributes that will reflect upon your inner selves, okay? What I'm saying is, if you are a product of rape, you wasn't born in an institution of love, okay? So out of you raping this woman and you don't even like her people because you killed her husband and raped her, that same element is in that child that you produce. So what I'm saying is, what I've noticed, a lot of brothers and sisters that I know have too much of the European bloodline in them, and they have funny color. A lot of them do a lot of strange shit that we wouldn't normally do. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. If you want to chime in on that, 323-293.
Yeah, please give me a call.
3375. And we're going to close out with the way social media is today. I mean, because you really have to be careful what you say now.
Yeah.
I mean, because they holding your feet to the fire on everything that you say.
Yeah, you got to be able to back up what you say.
It's the accountability. I mean, you really can't say much, because so many people are now with the internet and Wi-Fi and social media, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever, are so sensitive.
Yeah.
I mean, this generation is very sensitive.
And you can say what you want to say, but you got to be able to back up what you say with some type of facts, and you have to be able to still withstand the criticism, because no matter what you say, whether it's right or wrong, whether you're serious about it or not, you're going to stand to be criticized. So I don't mind being criticized of any word that come out of my mouth, okay?
But they can shut you down if you're trying to do something, though.
Well, they can't shut me down in life. The only thing that can shut me down in life is the master and controller of the universe, which is God, okay? So that's what can shut me down. Now, if you like kissing these multimedia people's asses and they put you under a certain set and rule or put you under their thumb, then play by their music.
Are you on any social media?
This is the only thing I do right now. I'm on Facebook right now. That's it.
This is the only thing I do. It's like I'm not on no social media.
And then this is like a free radio. Me, myself, I'm a humanitarian. I love everybody. But see, don't nobody want to speak their truth of mind, and nobody wants to tell the truth about the conditions what got us to this point as human beings. See, if we don't understand how we got to a certain part, then we can't put our minds together to figure out how can we collectively straighten things out. And there's a lot of issues inwardly and outwardly and socially, mentally, physically, and spiritually that we have to deal with that everybody want to turn a blind eye to.
Well, I mean, I just think because people don't want to deal with, like you said, with like the repercussions, and people are today, generation in society, they're more sensitive.
Yeah.
They can't handle the truth.
I got a thick skin. I come from a long line of hard-nosed people.
I think anybody come from that lineage, it's just like with that tough skin. I mean, because you can't, like a woman today on Good Morning America, she was referring to like Hollywood, casting. And she was like, a lot of these roles are going to white actors, actresses, and they could be offered, the audition for, and she had a slip of the tongue. She said for color people.
Yeah.
And she meant
for
to say.
niggas.
Well, no, she said for color people. And it was like,
That's what she meant, niggas.
She's meant to say like for people of color.
Yeah,
and
niggas.
social media just like, well, wow, color people, that term hasn't been used for a long time.
Yeah, well, when you use colored people, minority, it all means the same thing. But let's face it,
nigger.
folks. I mean, that's basically, you done heard Jesse Jackson and a lot of other people pretty much refer to the chief in command of this country is this, Even though I don't agree with Obama, I have to respect him as a sitting president. You understand what I'm saying? See,
he was just recently called by Illinois Senator, the drug dealer, commander-in-chief.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm talking about. Me, myself, whether I agree with your policies or your way of thinking or not, if you in the highest position of this country, I am duty bound to respect your position that you in. So we need to just respect people's positions and where they coming from. But I think you can speak your mind in a respectful way. Now, me, if I offend people with truth, so be it. Okay, because I'd rather offend you.
Sometimes you, with the mispronunciation of words, you offend motherfuckers.
Okay, like you me. Too, with your smart ass. Didn't even know that Alaska was the biggest state of the United States.
No.
But he has a college degree, people.
2.
Oh, 2. But you know damn well he had an F in geography because he didn't know that. And that special, are you smarter than the 5th grade? Jeff is not.
Oh, okay. All right,
he got a college degree, though.
So what you got coming up, man?
Man, we're going to be doing Madd Marv show this Friday night. Everybody
is it this Friday night?
This Friday at Barbara Morrison.
The Barbara Morrison Theater?
Yeah, Center Performing Arts. We're going to have a lot of heavy hitters out there. Marv will be present, and he will be representing. You going to be there, Jeff?
Possibility.
And outside of that, we'll be moving, the host of
to the J Spot.
Yeah, to the J Spot. We're going to be doing that twice a month. So I just want everybody, man, to support us. Thank you, sister from Texas, calling in. Seymour. Thank you very much. And everybody else, we need more callers. And thank you for your input. And Jeff, man, close it on out, man.
Well, I'm working around tonight. I'm at the Laugh Factory. Then I'm going to stop down, hit the Comedy Store. You just keep pushing it, man. Keep doing this shit, So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I know a lot of you all with the comments going to be like, oh, that shit, but it's all good, though. We can take it, though. Those that appreciate, y'all listening, much love to you. Those who hate it, still much love to you because the hate keeps us going.
Thank you.
You just keep the train moving, it don't stop. On behalf of Madd Marv and the Madd Marv Comedy Lounge, like he said, whoa, yeah. So until next week. We'll see you guys.
And congratulations to all the American Olympic medalists that brought back their medals.
They put it down, yo.
Thank you for representing this great nation the way that you did.
Especially the black athletes. I mean, you held it down. I mean, y'all
and
stepped
particularly
up.
all the many ones from California.
And it goes to show you that black folks can swim.
Yeah.
Sister
won a medal, man. I was so proud of her.
Yes.
Sister won a medal at fencing, too. So, black women of America really dominated the Olympics this year, so my hat goes off.
But that goes to show you, though.
Praise to all black women from America athletes. I love you and stay strong because you represented us.
She won that medal in fencing, so that goes to show you, any sports that we participate in, we can become good and we can dominate that sport and take over it. So, it's a whole lot of sports out there that we can get great at and we can take over. So thank you all again, our great producer, Poetess. Thank you for tolerating us. You love you. And we see you guys next Tuesday in Madd Marv's Comedy Lounge.
Marv is stuck in traffic. Hurry up and get your ass back here, man.